It's your boy Pooh to coming to you on a Monday night for your weekly dose of a little Dungeons and Dragons. It's a little cold out, it's a little rainy out where we are. So, what better time to nestle up to your computer or phone and listen to a good tale woven to us by our faithful DM, PS Zombie, as he takes us through the Unbeaten Path adventure. We are happy to have you here. Reminder to hit that follow button, hit up that chat. We'd love to hear from you. And sit back and relax and hear a wonderful tale of three wacky characters as they move through the dungeon. P.S. Zombie, this is your adventure, and I think it's been going great. I can speak for all of us because I think we've all enjoyed it very much. But I'm going to turn this over to you, my man.
Sure. I might say one wacky character and two fairly serious, normal characters.
That's fair. And we'll let you
How
guess
dare you.
which is the wacky
We'll let you
character.
guess which one is which.
How dare you.
Yeah, so I guess I'll attempt a little bit of a recap here. We've got our three adventurers who, upon completing a project for a king, found out that it was access to a mythical, ever-changing path. Seems to connect various planes, purportedly. At the behest of the queen, well, the king was assassinated. And at bequest of the queen, they have entered the path to seek out her son, who is apparently trapped therein. Upon entry to the path, they found themselves in a mysterious forest where they were attacked by some very weak and pathetic awakened shrubs, and then some very dangerous wolves and dire wolves. But they have bested their foes and now find themselves at a overgrown ziggurat in a particularly stable part of this path. Upon entry to the ziggurat, they find a mysterious Avriel. Is that how you say it? Avriel woman, accompanied
Avariel.
Avariel. Thank you, Avariel woman, and a metal guardian. And I think that's pretty much where we're at. Maybe we'll just have each of you just say like name, class, subclass, race. Not have to give the whole backstory, just so people can get a grip on who you are. And we'll start with Soundproof.
Hi.
Or Battleon.
Yeah. Either. I am Karos Fester. Mechanically high elf, ethnically Avariel, armorer artificer. So that's me.
All right, we'll go Putu next.
Ethnically, Putu is a minotaur, giant bovine creature. And mechanically, he is a grave domain cleric.
Nice.
So that's him.
And then we got Climate Changer.
So I'm playing Alibaba, who is a tiefling. Warlock, and
I think it's just called Genie now, isn't it?
yeah.
It's no longer Noble Genie, it's just regular Genie.
They're trying not to ascribe too many traits to it.
Like, it could be a bad genie if you want.
Ignoble genie.
Yes. I might say that Jedi is somewhat of an ignoble genie.
And I'd like to say he hasn't necessarily revealed he's a warlock, but everybody probably knows.
Yeah,
So,
well.
Moobus is onto him.
Yes, metagaming, we've seen you use Eldritch Blast, and that's kind of a giveaway.
Could be
gaming-
anything.
That's
in
right.
gaming, a Moobus knows.
At level 3, he could be a variant human who picked up Magic Initiate. No, yeah, so that's you entered this ziggurat and you saw this Avariel woman who says, "Fae Star, I should have known you would come this far.
I'm terribly sorry. Although I'm incredibly pleased to see it another one of my people here and a friendly face. Don't I don't recognize you. Do you perhaps know my father? And I'm gonna undo my.
Do what now?
I'm gonna retract my helmet so that
Oh, sure.
she can see my face.
Tony Stark.
There's hardly one of our people who doesn't know you and your accursed father. It's curiosity like yours that landed me in a place like this. Your reputation precedes you, but I suppose mine doesn't. I'm a member of the clergy, those who you would defy so blatantly.
Well, I'm sorry if you're not happy to be here. My curiosity has also landed me here, so bit of a similar situation. But what is your name so we might be on equal footing?
I am Sister Rodell, and I am a member of the Church of Ardrifania. I was assigned this post just to stop people like you. Our realm was long ago opened to this path, a moment that we greatly regret. Now there's constantly guard to keep you from passing to our sky realm.
Is there a path back home from here? Like here, as in this room?
Don't play coy with
Listen,
me. Why else would you be here?
I'm a thing about this. We've come here at the behest of the Queen of I forgot the name of the place.
As did I. We should write this down somewhere.
We should, right?
Moradin. Wasn't that it?
Moradin. That sounds good. I'm gonna name something that so I can remember it. Is there a way to name a page?
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You click on you like right click on it, I think.
Maybe you can't name this first page. Let me try naming a different page. Right click on it, you said?
You should. I feel or double click. It was one of the two. I can't remember.
Gear. Okay, we'll just say Moradin. I'll figure it out at a future date.
Yep. We were sent here at the behest of the Queen of Moradin. Her son is trapped here, and we were, in general, just sort of looking around to try to find him. If we can sit down and have a discussion about what this place is, how to traverse it. I mean, you sound like a fantastic resource here.
The less you know, the better. I don't know of this kingdom or queen who you speak, but many others have tried to pass this way, and none have made it so far.
Quite disrespectful for clergy, and Amubis is very offended.
Speak not to me with your under God. I care.
Oh, now she did it. Oh, oof. He's
I care not for those below. I shall send you back from whence you came. Nope. Tell me, how many tries did it take to get you this far?
Amubis takes a walk.
Tries?
Yes.
I'm afraid I don't quite know what you're talking about, but there were like maybe 3 or 4 rooms before this.
What? Don't tell me this is your first traversal.
Yes, okay. I wasn't aware that I'm sorry. I'm really having a hard time understanding. Are you saying that people go this way multiple times, or there's like a loop? There's like a loop? Have we lucked upon the correct set of doors? Because again, it was fairly straightforward, wasn't it?
There's no way you should have made it this far. Do you have a messenger with you?
I looked at my companions and just give them a sort of generalized shrug, like, "Do you have any idea what she's talking about?"
Amubis refuses to acknowledge her. He's still pissed.
I think while this was going on, Alibaba sent Newt his salamander familiar around
There you go.
around the side to try and get close to these two to help him kind of see, them a little better and maybe kind of help him understand what's going on.
Yeah, you can do a perception check if you'd like, using Newt's powers of perception. I don't know if he has anything advantageous.
You may want to remind.
Let's have a
Wait,
look.
It'd be a lizard.
okay.
With his eyes kind
Okay.
of thing.
Yeah, you can do that if you like. 10. So yeah, you see.
And as always,
Sister Rodell, she's floating probably just like 5 or so feet above the ground. Her wings aren't beating, but she is flying. Next to her is this metallic guardian with machinery that's vaguely evocative of that on Karos, but definitely much cruder. Less like less like 2 cars from the same company and more just like 2 cars in general. Like it's the same kind of tech that makes it go.
is there anything valuable in the area?
I'll say
among these people?
with that perception, you don't see anything too too outstanding to you. It's kind of blinding. Sister Rodell has very shiny armor. It's like a white, almost chrome-like metal with gold accents. As I said in last session, she has a lance that is shorter than a typical lance would be. A little bit stubby looking, and she's as aerial people generally are. She's more heavily armored on the lower half of her body than the upper half, so that to facilitate swooping attacks, probably.
Interesting. Okay.
I am going to tentatively take a few steps forward, just at a reasonably slow pace, just towards the center as I'm talking, trying to be as copacetic as possible because I would love to get some more information. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean by messenger. We have an item that should be leading us, or possibly would. I don't quite know how this works towards the prince. Speaking of, you said you've stopped multiple people. Was one of them perhaps? I know you've mentioned you don't know where this place is, but a young man of regal stature. And also, please tell me you haven't killed him.
I cannot track every single person who comes through here. You are not the first to want to walk this path. You're not the first to attempt to enter our realm through these back corridors. And she kind of looks around the ziggurat with disgust. You can tell that she kind of hates this place.
Well, if it makes any difference, we're not trying to get to. I also forget the name of my hometown. What was it again?
I don't know if we ever said, did we?
No.
You guys want me to pull something out
There's
again?
the Adrian Thierry, who are.
Let me see. There should be a name for it.
Probably.
Lethala. Yeah.
Alethala, is that what you're saying?
I just made something up. Isn't it Alethala?
The Erie is.
Yeah, the area of the Snow Eagles.
Yeah, we'll just call it the Erie.
Sure.
There you go. Nice.
We're not trying to go to the Erie. We're trying to get back to where we came from. Just sort of generally chart a path. Well, no pun intended.
The path goes one way. If you didn't want to end up here, you wouldn't have walked this way.
Oh well.
Is that how it works?
Yes,
Excuse me.
that's not what
I'm
we were looking
Alibaba.
for. He's my companion.
Yes. I can see the company you keep. It doesn't matter. There's always 3. And I promise you, I always send them back.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, if you would send us back, then I'm sure that would be fine. We could relay some information to the Queen, and I'm sorry, but we might end up coming back this way again. Since we are trying to find the prince, if what you say is correct and the path does only lead one way, if we're sent back, then I imagine we'll be back this way. That would be fine though. If you don't want to see her right now, we're a bit tired from wolves.
She smiles out of the corner of her mouth and says, "With pleasure." So roll initiative. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
No, wait
So-
a moment
That's why
for
she
you to
was
pop
mean.
up that initiative counter.
Can you roll for Newt?
Yes.
Okay.
Ow.
He has
Ooh, my class is
Six.
six.
own initiative.
I feel like I have a 6 initiative quite often.
Did that work? It did.
Ooh.
Newt, you are worthless to me.
Wah, wah.
Amoebus is
All right, let
pissed.
me.
Clergy to clergy, he's pissed.
Just because you
You-
implied that you had an undergod.
Yes,
From-
he's
from the-
pissed.
Amoebus was battle stance the moment she said
I mean,
that.
it's like a Catholic and a Protestant going at it right now.
had to nail your theses on her forehead.
That's right.
Where
Martin Luther.
did I close
jokes.
that stuff out?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry to any viewers who are not deeply steeped in Protestant oral history.
Here we go. All right. I believe that is everyone. Yes. Let's do descending. All right. Sister Rodell is first up. First or worst.
That's good. I feel like
Um,
that's canon as well.
Let me look up. Yes. As she was.
She's the
down.
instigator. I always like when things work out. Like
Yes. Okay, so she's gonna fly up to 10 feet off the ground, and then she's going to fly. Yes, easily over to you. And she's going to make 2 attacks towards Karos.
Does she have a reach or something?
She does. Her lance, as she strikes, extends. It has kind of just a ratcheting effect to it. Or I don't know what I'm thinking of, but like it extends.
A telescoping effect.
There you go. So she
Come
makes
at me.
2 weapon attacks.
Miss. Hit.
All right. She does 6 piercing and 7 radiant damage as her first strike glances off your armor, which is extremely well made. But her second strike, seeming spitefully, she aims for where your wing attachments meet your the back of your armor, and it kind of wedges in there and makes its way through. And as she strikes, radiant damage courses through her lance and kind of shoots inside your armor.
Painful.
And then Amubus.
Question: did we take a rest before we went into this bout?
You
We-
took a long
We
rest.
took a long rest, and then we took 3 damage walking in. So I think you should be
That's right.
fully updated except for 3 damage.
That makes sense. Okay. So Amubus is going to move up to Homegirl. And he's he's offended. He's upset that his god was labeled as a lesser god, and so he's gonna cast inflict wounds and touch her and
Can you
All
say,
right, now
"Can I not do that?"
I'll say that here's how it's going to work. Because she's 10 feet off the ground, you
Oh.
can jump and touch her, but you will enter and then leave her reach. So
Oh,
she will get to do an opportunity attack if you jump into it.
oh, that's right.
Does it affect anything if he uses his jump ring?
No, it doesn't abate opportunity attacks, unfortunately.
Okay, well,
Shame, shame.
He could get right in her face though, and if she flies higher, that could certainly be useful.
I can still chuck a sacred flame at her. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
I'm gonna chuck a sacred flame at her.
All right. So what's the save she needs to do on this?
Dexterity.
Can do.
Yeah, Dex save 14. Ha!
Oh,
Lesser
Meets a
God!
base.
Lesser God!
Yeah, so she actually beats your save. So as your flame
beats
starts
it.
to amass, yeah, yet again there's like a slight buildup to it, which she manages to catch, and she kind of dives and flies back up after the explosion of radiant energy has dissipated. Anything else from you?
Just rejection. That's it.
Alibaba.
Hello.
Hey, does your familiar take its turn after you, or does it have its own initiative? I forget how those work.
It has its own initiative, apparently.
Perfect.
Which, if it comes after me, seems to make it useless. But
well, for the first turn, it'll be relatively useless, but every turn after that, it could help you on. It's just whether or not it, where it ends up lying. It can also ready its action to help you when your turn comes or whatever. There are a few things.
okay.
Familiars aren't really a combat thing.
The only thing they can do I like is, they can cast a touch spell on your behalf. But I would have to hold my action and
No, I think it would be that if Newt were next to something, you would just be able to do that as a touch action, right?
yeah. But besides all that, so Alibaba, he pulls out his silver flask and holds it in his hand, and you see it kind of burn bright red hot, and it would probably melt through a normal person's hand. But as he casts this Crown of Madness spell
Ooh.
on that golem creature, who's going to need to make a wisdom saving throw or be under Alibaba's control.
Nice.
Awesome.
What
Is
if I
it
have to cast
is it a humanoid?
that? Yeah, that would be important. It looked humanoid, but I don't know if
imagine
it
it is a construct.
Yeah, as the crown descends upon it, it dissipates immediately as if you had done it on a rock. It has no effect as this being is mindless.
Okay. Alibaba, it looks down at the ground, very frustrated with himself.
Join the club.
Sorry, mate. Garros.
All right. I am going to go ahead and try to smack her, taking
Yeah.
Jan opportunity attack and everything like
So you're
that.
gonna jump, attack.
Yeah, gonna jump, booming blade with my fist, and then take that reaction. 24.
Terrific. That'll hit. For
Alright.
sure.
Deal my fist damage, which is 11 thunder damage.
Terrific.
She is I managed to slap her greaves, sending an electrical shock through her body, damaging her and leaving one of my little mites or whatever on her that is currently emitting a beeping noise and has its little tasers. So she can go
Yeah.
make her
Cool. And
reaction.
I'll say that with her, there's like a thin tether of lightning that's connected to the ground now. That it seems like almost a leash binding her there. And she will go ahead and make an opportunity attack as you. On the way up, the jumping, you have very much control over where you're going and what you're doing. But on the way down, you have no way to navigate in the air, and you're kind of a sitting duck. So during those few moments, she manages to make an attack, which she does miss. Yet again, your superior armor manages to deflect her lance attack.
Fantastic.
Is that all? Is that all you're going to do for now?
I am in fact going to move away.
There you go.
So 5,
As you are free to do.
20, 25, 30. Try to blast this way.
I'll say jumping used like 5 feet of movement.
5,
So
right. Sounds good. I was going to ask that too.
I think it probably uses some movement, but we'll just say 5.
For sure.
Yeah, so now the Shield Guardian, you see
Ooh.
well, yeah, do I have nameplates on these guys? You probably don't.
You don't.
Yeah. I didn't do that right again. I don't remember how to do this.
Mistake to move so far.
What did we do? See? Is that
Yeah,
right?
there it is.
Cool.
Yep, I can see it now.
I gotta remember
Yeah.
to check that. There we go. Shows Sister Odell should have hers too.
It is currently under Amubis, but she does have.
Yes.
Yeah, that was mine fail here.
Yeah, she you see Sister Odell grasps an amulet she's wearing around her neck, and the Shield Guardian lights up, its joints filled with this arcane energy as it kind of shambles forward. It moves almost like a gorilla would, like on all fours, clawing at the dirt, fighting against its own weight as it's this huge, heavy metallic creature. And it will move over to Karos as the closest to it, and it's going to do 2 fist attacks.
Nope. Nope. Woo! Cool.
All right. Oh no. I don't know why my Roll20 keeps doing this. It does something where it pops out the chat in a new box, and then if I close that box, I don't have access to the chat anymore.
That's really weird.
So I'm gonna have to exit and come back in real quick.
Oh,
It does that when I double click on the.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
what it was. My mouse is like not
But it does go back
ideal.
when I close it.
Yeah, mine doesn't for some reason. Anyways, it'll just take a second to load back up. So yeah, the Shield Guardian, it's slow, it's shambling, and its attacks do miss you. And then good old Newt,
Newt.
lizard boy.
Newt is going to move at his slow speed of 20 feet.
Aw, little
And
guy.
sort of newt his way over towards the golem.
Yeah, so he's this little black lizard, but as he walks, like as his little pads touch the ground, it glows red just a little bit because he's got little hot feet as he goes. Not enough to be like mechanically noticeable, but
Yeah.
just like flavorly, just.
Cast heat metal on anything he touches.
That's right. It's an insanely useful familiar.
Just chuck him at people.
All right, Sister Odell.
More like Sister Suckdale.
She
I would have gone with Sister Rodum.
she is going to fly to you, so go ahead and roll that booming blade damage.
Indeed. Take 6 thunder damage.
And that as she breaks that
Or the light.
that lightning tether gripping her to the ground, the little mote detonates on her, and she takes that thunder damage as it she's in her heavy armor. It doesn't actually hit her, but the terrible vibrations of metal armor against your flesh is not comfortable, and she certainly takes damage. She's going to go ahead and do Dos Mas Lance attacks.
Come at me.
Come at me, girlfriend. Once I find her character sheet.
Could definitely kill me. That is a distinct. Ooh, never mind. Out of here.
Yes,
Gotta wake up earlier than that.
she's very flustered by this explosion she's taken, and her attacks are noticeably distracted. Amubis, you're up.
Is she? You said she's down on the ground, or is she still floating?
No, she's still 10 feet above the ground.
Okay. Cows don't fly. Kind of disadvantage. Amubis is going to try a guiding bolt.
Nice.
So here it goes.
I'm afraid that misses.
Oh, he's so flustered by the left.
Your guiding bolt. It streaks out, and as it approaches her, she sees it out of the corner of her eye and just swats it away with her hand. And she says, "Ha! Your holy light will not deal damage to me." And she focuses her attention back to Keros.
I like to imagine it's sort of like the Ganon fight, where eventually you'll just be swatting them back and forth until it eventually hits her.
Be sick. Is that all from you, Amubis?
Yes. Besides grunting.
Alibaba.
I will run over here and take cover behind this debris.
Okie dokie.
And I will ready in action. And you see, sort of like red lightning kind of crackle down his arm and kind of hover in between his fingers as he watches the battlefield.
Yeah, what action are you preparing, and what's the trigger?
I'm preparing Shocking Grasp.
Cool.
I'm gonna cast it through Newt,
Nice.
who on his turn is going to attempt to attack Sister Rodell by climbing up on
It's really high. I will tell you.
I'm going to tell you, I don't think Newt can reach it. Your jumping is tied to your strength score, which his is extremely low. He has 2 strength. So he can like barely jump 1 foot in the air. So even if he climbed on the tallest thing here, he probably could not reach Sister Rodell. You could attack this shield guardian then.
Okay. Well, that's what he's gonna do.
The shield guardian?
On his turn, he's gonna move into range and attack the shield guardian.
Awesome. Karosh.
All right. I am going to first of all, I'm going to use my bonus action to give myself a moderate amount of temporary HP.
Sounds good.
And then I will I will duck down and place my palm sort of above my head, where a small little like set of diodes appears on my hand, and I'm going to cast Thunder Wave, sort of generally upward, to hit both of them. So yeah,
cool.
Thunder Wave. Con save, please.
Con save for both of them. And did they get pushed back on a fail?
On a fail, they will get. Hey.
All right, that's Sister Odell.
Well, she's fine.
That's the guardian.
Oh, he's also fine. All right.
He's super fine.
They both take 5 thunder damage.
Terrific.
And if that shield happens to be an unsecured object, it's pushed anyway.
I don't believe he's an object because
he's also a creature, yeah.
I think he is a creature, and so he's not an object, if I understand that correctly.
I believe that is correct. Okay. And
that'll be it. Yeah, so your thunder wave shoots out more of this thunder damage, which is like a sonic damage, and it does terrifically against metal. Sister Rodell is dreadfully vibrated once again, and enough of this vibrations, it's going to take a toll on your organs. So she's feeling it. The shield guardian likewise makes his parts rub together, and they start to crack and fray at the ends. But at the start of its turn, you see a glow of magic as bits of it start to seal back together.
Mm.
Oh, no.
And your damage seems to have been completely mended.
Yay!
And it will... she will once again touch her amulet, and it's going to make 2 attacks against you, Keros.
All right.
Nice.
No, sir.
And yet again, it will miss. It's slow. It's lumbering. So its fists slam down, and your nimble self is able to duck and weave and get out of the way. Oh, Newt! Newt's gonna do the thing.
He's gonna scuttle over to the shield guardian, and you see little red motes of lightning kind of cross his body as he jumps onto the to the guardian and casts Shocking Grasp.
All right,
with advantage. I'm assuming
right.
because he is made of metal.
Correct.
Okay, does that hit?
Make your
That
second
does hit,
roll
but you can
to-
go ahead and do another just in case it's a critical.
Hmm,
All right.
always better.
Well, it hits.
Okay. So he
All right,
takes
take
6
6.
lightning, and then he can't take reactions for the next turn.
Nice.
Nice.
Doing
So the
great on
lightning
that.
damage, this red lightning surges up its being, and I haven't specifically asked, but I assume Battle Armor that Kuros's effects are blue in color. Does that sound in line with what you were thinking?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, so similarly, this Shield Guardian has blue energy effects to it, and your red lightning infiltrates them and seems to make them fade for a moment, and it doesn't like that lightning damage for sure. It's not especially weak to it, but it does as much as you would hope. Okay, we're
All
back
right.
to Sister Rodell's turn, and she's happy where she is. She's going to keep attacking. She says as she stabs at you, "People like you are why I'm stuck in this place." This seems to be personal to her at
Oh
this point.
crap! I'm going down for real.
All right, we'll see what this one does. Okay. Oh my
Indeed.
god. So that's 25 plus 11. That's 36 damage from the first attack. Does that put you down?
Oh my. This is not good.
Oof.
That's 8 over my max, and I'm just trying to figure out where that puts negatives wise for insta death. It's
I don't think you're
over-
instant death.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I think
to
they're
remember.
just
It's-
unconscious, right?
Yeah, I'm just unconscious. I'm just trying to remember. It's over your max HP of damage, right? Is instant death?
Yeah.
And-
But I think
yeah.
you
It's about double over.
is it double over?
It's close to it. I'm trying to remember the.
We'll just say it's not instant death. You go unconscious on the first
Yeah.
attack. But she does go ahead and make the second attack. And that does
Ooh.
14 damage.
Yeah, and that's it.
2 saving throws.
Yep, 2 saving throws down.
Oh my.
All right, and her hair's gone wild now. She's like, she's let this become a personal issue for her. But yeah, she'll end right there as she just kind of huffs in place, like with Kuros impaled on her lance. Anubis.
All right, I'm gonna do cure wounds on my boy. Actually, hang on.
Gotta get up next to me.
Yeah, now I'm.
You did have a chance to. You had a long rest, so if you want to prepare other spells, that was a possibility.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm
Yeah, if you didn't do that, I'll let you do it now. It's up to you.
No, I got what I want. I'm just gonna move in and do a healing
Cool.
cure wounds on my boy.
Nice.
And I'm gonna
Give it to
Go ahead
me.
and roll it.
I'm on it. Taking a minute for things to load. Cure wounds.
There you go.
And I'm gonna cast it at level 2.
Second level. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And
And I say, as Amovis plants his hooves and tries to find some gap in the armor on Karas, he's like, "Will you destroy this blasphemer?" And maybe actually hit her because I don't do well with wings. I don't like flying
Yeah,
things.
and though you try to find flesh, this armor on Karos seems to be a lot more symbiotic than you first thought, and the armor is mended, pieces of it knit together, and this seems to give vitality to Karos. Like him and his armor are almost one and the same at this point. So the healing repairs both of them.
Sweet.
Cool. Alibaba.
Okay. So Alibaba comes out of the debris, furious at what he's seeing happen to his friends, and he's gonna run his full distance across the level. Where was that? And as he does so, I don't know how you want to describe this, but I guess flames begin to appear on his body, or
Yeah, so on your forearms, right in the middle, these bands of some dark and ancient language begin to form of solid flames. And so, the bands on your forearms are where that power comes from.
and he kind of he screams out, "You will not stop me from treading the path," and he casts Eldritch Blast at
Sweet.
the sister.
Nice. Good. Yeah, that'll hit. And go ahead and roll an extra 3d6.
Ooh.
3d6. Okay, hold on.
Heft.
Nice.
Sweet. So, you do this 20 damage to her. As when you cast it out of your hands, this flame explodes, and instead of the normal Eldritch Blast you would do, it's an enormous fireball that crashes into her. You go ahead and take 4 fire damage yourself, and she takes 20 damage. The flames hit her armor, but it heats up to the point where it burns her, so it's like used her
Okay.
own power against her.
You will not stop me and my companion from the path.
Sweet. Karos.
Okay. Does she always get knocked backwards?
She
Pardon?
does get knocked back 10 feet.
Eldritch Spear.
Boom.
It's not hyper relevant, but
I don't know.
But-
Would you get an attack of opportunity, Amubi?
The shield, it's forced movement, so it doesn't count. But do remember the Shield Guardian cannot take reactions.
right. Is she higher at all? Oh wait, no, that's right. Her reach is actually 5 feet. She can just extend it, so I'm good.
Yeah, I'll say it knocked her up a little bit. She's probably 15 feet in the air now.
Yeah, that's right. Shield Guardian cannot take reaction, so I'm gonna
Correct.
get out of dodge. Just decide what I'm gonna do before then. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little sucker punch at the Shield Guardian before I go.
Sweet. Go ahead.
Booming Blade.
That'll hit.
6 thunder damage, and it is, beeped and wreathed.
Beep, beep.
5, 10.
Yep.
50.
And we'll
Right.
kind of. I think that's a cool example of the effect that there's a lightning tether to the point, to the ground where they stand. So
That makes
he too has that.
I'm gonna go all the way over here.
So, yeah, we'll say the bounds of the ziggurat are kind of the bounds of this map.
Okay, cool. So yeah, back in against the wall.
Terrific. All right, the shield guardian. It while it was struck by you, it found more jarring the lightning effect. So it's going to try to hit Newt. It does have disadvantage, but it's still going to give it a go. Takes a swing.
Not one, but it's still a reasonable hit.
Well, I got to see what Newt's got for AC.
It's 10.
10?
Oh,
All right.
man.
Misses with the first attack. Doing a
Probably
second.
not
Yeah, he takes 13 thunder damage as he just slams his fist straight down on Newt. Newt pops in a cute little black explosion.
Note, I told you they don't last long.
But yes, that's all the Shield Guardian's going to do for now.
From kind of far away, you can hear Karos just yell, "No!" Clearly more invested than Alibaba was, having named the boy.
And also, you don't know he can come back, which Alibaba does.
Yeah.
You're like, is that forever? Yeah, so... Yeah, the Shield Guardian, he's not going to move or anything. He's a simple creature. Sister Odell now is going to turn her attention to Alibaba.
No.
And she is now an easy breezy 15 feet above the ground. She's going to fly her way over to you, sir,
Oh, gosh.
and say, "Stop interfering in my business." And she's going to do 2
You're a
lance
bad
attacks.
business person.
Ah, wow. Does 13 hit?
I don't. Okay. Forgot how low my. Yeah, 13.
13 hits?
Oh man,
Oh, jeez.
she can't hardly miss.
My God.
It's full of stars.
Yeah, you take 28 damage as she thrusts her lance into your unguarded chest.
Yeeps.
Alibaba falls to the ground, unconscious.
Really?
Yep.
Oh no.
I mean, 28's my max. It'd take me.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Yes, and that's where she will end. Amubis!
He's very mad at Shield Guardian right now, but he knows he needs to save his friend. Newt did nothing to you. He's you just killed it
Dude,
for
he
no
did do
reason.
something to him.
You ended
did
his
do
life
something to him.
prematurely. This-
He did do something, though.
One particular.
I guess I gotta go res my other friend. That's what I'm gonna do.
Sorry, you're the designated healer.
Stand still. I'll get you up in 10 seconds.
Curse of the Cleric.
That's right.
6 seconds, precisely.
I am also.
I see that store. It is so close.
Not yet, my friend. And I plant my hooves on his wounds.
What is that? A cow blocking the way.
So Alibaba, you as Amubis places his hands upon you, the giant gaping hole in your chest closes up, and this you feel a distinct intensity of heat in your arms and legs start to fade as you come back to consciousness. And it is
What
your
the heck?
turn, Mr. Alibaba.
Okay. I'm thinking through something real quick. Will I kill myself if I do this? Does anybody cast a strength-based spell on this?
No, indeed.
Strength save.
We have-
Okay. Is she
have
within
no idea.
10 feet of me?
Yeah, she's within 10 feet of you.
Okay.
I will say she's exactly 10 feet away.
So Alibaba's gonna. So there's two things. There's one thing I could do.
Okay.
I'm trying to. Where did it go? Expeditious Retreat.
Mm-hmm.
So I could cast Expeditious Retreat on myself and move 60 feet. And then try something. But then I might kill myself. So Alibaba pops up and he just kind of immediately panically the silver flask turns a solid black and he casts Arms of Hadar at level 2.
Ooh. DC 14 strength save?
Yeah. So these like tendrils of smoke kind of envelop his body and begin to push out from it.
Ooh.
She fails.
Okay.
So what happens to her? She takes 8 damage, presumably.
And
What type of damage is that?
on a failed
Necrotic?
save, a target takes 2d6 necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
And can't take reactions until the end of its next turn.
Cool. Yeah, so these flaming hands come and grasp her arms and legs and kind of hold her spread as in the air.
Okay.
These arms have
I
Hadar.
guess it cast it correctly. Anyway, and once she's held, Alibaba is going to move as far away as he can.
Nice.
That's probably a bad location. Anyway, I'm going to figure out where I'm moving, but and that would end Alibaba's turn.
Awesome.
I thought it pushed people away, but it apparently does not.
Then it will be Coros's turn.
All right. I think I'm gonna do the classic V in, V out. So I'm going to 5, 15, walk up, take a little punch, using an extra 5 feet of my movement. 23,
That'll hit.
11 thunder damage, and all of my various effects. No, I'm just gonna walk. Yeah,
Sounds good.
these are the various things I'm going to do.
Next up is Ye Old Shield Guardian.
No.
You see me measuring, Dave? Yes, in her state of being restricted, she's particularly upset with Alibaba, and she touches her amulet, struggling against these arms of Hadar. And the Shield Guardian approaches Alibaba and does 2 fist attacks as it slams down its massive mitts upon the.
Both of those hit.
Yeah, sorry, that was meant to be normal, but
Yowza.
So it does a total of 21 thunder damage to you. Well, the first one does 7, which does not put you down, and then the second one puts you unconscious.
Shocking.
Not shocking. Thunder.
Go.
I hate constructs.
Different.
Except for, never mind. I didn't say that.
Except for what, Fred?
He's like mad, like, whoa. No, I'm just kidding. He's fine. He has no emotions about any of this.
No strong feelings for the
That's right. Sister Odell, she's still furious, and she will once again tank the damage of your booming blade to fly over to you and do 2 attacks. As she's stabbing wildly with her lance.
Well, her wild stabs have been pretty effective so far, and continue to be so.
Alright, the first one does 20 damage.
That takes me down.
The second one does, my god, 28 damage.
I am dead. 28 damage is my hit point maximum. So the first one took me down to 0, and the second one fully stabs me fully dead.
Yeah, I'll say she stabs one in your leg, and seeing you take a knee, she just drops out of the sky to the ground and stabs you as deep as her lance will, just pinning you straight down to the
Only
ground.
100% stab for my first ever character death.
No.
Yeah, so she pierces, and for a moment you're still alive, and then you see her eyes flash yellow with anger, and radiant damage cooks your body, leaving a nice empty armor suit behind.
I like
she
to think
roasts you.
I like to think that if this were like a TV show or something, the shot would be like my vision fading out as like she streaks down from the sky.
Yeah, while her hair has gone completely wild, this is not someone in control any longer.
Not pleased. Well,
Anubis, it's your turn, buddy.
The eyes flash yellow because she was a gold.
Pardon?
I go out.
Yeah, that's right. No, it's
okay.
because she used radiant damage.
Oh man, he is upset. He's gonna try. I don't think I can do like my like shield hit with her being a fly person.
Technically,
She's on the
she was
ground now.
Okay.
She went to the ground. She's stressed out, and she took her stab.
He just goes. He goes. Now's my opportunity. Post haste. I will avenge my
Opportunity?
friend.
I'm afraid that just misses.
Oh, he's distraught. He lost his companion.
Yes, you see, you've got a clear line to her. You make your charge, and one of her massive wings just comes and blocks her, and it deflects off. Her wings, like I say, they're over a 10-foot wingspan, much larger than her body, as a aerial wings ought to be. No offense. Alibaba, it's your turn. You're gonna go ahead and move closer to her.
I am dead. Unconscious. Oh, I need to make a.
Oh, you are unconscious? Yeah.
Death
Death
save,
saving
I guess. Okay. Where is that? Death save.
That'll be a fail.
Okay, one fail.
Things are not looking good.
Two more chances.
We skip Kuros because he's dead. We got this Shield Guardian.
I believe we were about to have another player death.
Yes, this Shield Guardian, Sister Rodell sees you out of the corner of her eye. She grins a very toothy grin and grabs her amulet with her full fist, and the Shield Guardian will attack your dead body, your unconscious body. Does it get advantage? Yeah, it does.
He gets advantage because he's prone, and then if it's a hit, it's an auto crit.
I'm gonna
So.
say 18 hits. Yeah.
Auto crit for 2 failed deaths.
So he dead too.
Um.
No.
What has happened? It is so dark.
This is so dumb.
So, as your body dies, your forearms and legs start to glow red with fire. As this fire begins to consume your flesh for fuel. And Alibaba is no more. But the undelivered rises in his place.
Oh, crazy.
Okay. Maybe we should have killed him
So now-
earlier. I would have gotten it different.
So how this is going to work is when your initiative comes up, you're going to do a wisdom saving throw. And on a success, you'll have control of the undelivered. On a failure, the undelivered will act of its own accord.
Wisdom?
Yes, it will be a wisdom save. On your turn, though. The Shield Guardian... Yeah, Sister Rodell sees now this undelivered rise out of your body and commands the Shield Guardian to attack again. We'll say you're still prone because you haven't had a turn to stand up yet. So we'll get one more advantage attack, which, let me look at the undelivered stat block.
One assumes that would hit. One.
I'm actually going to make this, let me edit. I'm going to make this accessible by you, Alibaba.
I'd like you to know that literally every time it says Alibaba, I mute my mic and just say Alibaba had them 40. just for my own personal.
That does hit. So the undelivered will take 14 thunder damage. Let me see how many HPs he's got. Oh yeah.
This guy is scary. Oh my goodness.
Y'all almost killed him, so he's not that scary.
That's great.
That's good.
I'm talking about the undelivered.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you almost killed the undelivered when you encountered it. All right, cool. So he takes his 14 thunder damage, but man, he's seething. He's even more angry. Sister Rodell is going to move her attention to Anubis and say, "Leave me alone." She's very upset.
Never. My God is greater. My God is stronger.
She's
God.
she's not even using her lance properly. She's swinging it like a bat at you, and this is not the way the lance is meant to be used. She misses horribly.
Having been
And-
just holding your shield, just sort of.
It is it is Anubis' turn.
All right. So, is she still on the ground?
She's not prone, but she is on the ground. Yes.
I'm gonna try inflict wounds.
Yeah, here we go. Oh.
Come on!
That just misses. I'm so sorry.
I need some love in the.
Yeah, you reach out to inflict wounds, but unfortunately you have to touch skin, and you touch her boob armor, and it does not hit at all.
He just looks at his hooves and
You failed.
says, "I need to wash my hands later."
She looks even angrier. Oh, I gotta put the undelivered. Do you remember what was your initiative?
It was
Alabama?
18.
18?
18.
All right, I'm gonna put him in initiative. I'm gonna put him at 18. Because I think you're up next.
How will we get out of this one, folks?
All right, so go ahead and do a wisdom saving throw, Alibaba, from Alibaba's character sheet. That's a fail. The undelivered will do as it pleases. But I think you're more or less you're more or less in accord here. I think the undelivered it's interested in attacking Sister Odell. It does not take opportunity attacks.
Fire Beast, you've returned. What have you done with my friends?
The message must be delivered. It says in Infernal, so you understand nothing. It's going to make 2 claw attacks and 1 tail attack. All miss horribly.
I was gonna say, from what I remember, it couldn't hit me. So.
Yeah, it attacks Sister Odell, and she, by a combination of her wings and her lance, manages to deflect all of its blows. She's a very experienced fighter.
The rolls.
Yeah, I just changed it to public. It was on private, but they did all miss.
Fair enough.
Gross is dead. Shield Guardian.
Guardian of the Shield.
Sister Odell's going to command it to attack the undelivered.
It's getting hot in here.
It doesn't have advantage. What? How did I do initiative? My thing is glitching out hardcore.
So take off.
The first attack hit.
Armor.
The undelivered takes 7 thunder damage. Sister Odell. Yeah, she's going to shift her attention to the undelivered as well.
Nice.
Amubis runs off scot-free.
I'm seriously contemplating it.
Dude, something worse has arrived. Alright, she does 27 damage.
Something worse has died.
To the undelivered. Amubis, it's your turn, buddy.
Ooh, okay.
Decisions.
Okay.
Amubis is like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know who I should be helping right now. Oh. Why, I don't understand why this fire beast is back. I feel like Alibaba had something to do with this, but that is neither.
It's getting so hot.
I hear a voice from the great beyond about it getting so hot in here. Very well. I will cast Bane among all 3 because I'm not rooting for anybody.
All right, awesome. What's the saving throw on this?
As long as possible.
Charisma saving throw.
14, yeah.
Okay.
Can I do the? Let me do the undelivered.
Oh, sorry, I've done it.
Okay.
So the undelivered succeeds.
Oh.
Who's done that? Shield Guardian fails.
Nice.
Shield Guardian fail. Cool.
He has terrible charisma. Sister Odell has pretty good charisma. But she fails as well. All right. So they're going to minus a d4. The undelivered is still going strong.
Now she turned her attention away from me and attacked the undelivered. Everybody's attacking the undelivered. Can I back up, or would I still get a swipe?
Yeah,
you can certainly try.
I'm gonna say you'd probably get a swipe.
Yeah.
Like 3.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's not an awful idea though. Certainly from the Shield Guardian, who would have a minus 1d4.
Yeah, they both have Bane on them, but the undelivered.
Yeah, I bet she'd still hit you though, and she would probably take you down if she hit you.
All right, I'll just nervously sit tight. I'm uncomfortable about being here, but
Who's to say that the undelivered wouldn't also attack you?
yeah, that's why I'm sitting tight.
All right.
Amubis waits.
The undelivered's up to bat. All right, Alibaba, do a charisma saving throw.
I did a
wisdom saving throw. Excuse me.
I did a quick prayer to Uptow.
It is getting so hot.
That's gonna be another fail.
I'm really liking it in here. What's going on?
It's warm and cozy. He's just like ignoring all of these.
Yeah, you. Every time you
Okay,
fail the
wonderful.
saving throw,
Sauna.
you're basically just not conscious.
Okay. Okay.
Undelivered is gonna do.
That was internal dialogue.
It's still going after Sister Odell.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Baby
those
boy.
are actually all hit.
Nice.
That's 28 fire damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, she takes fire damage just fine. Her armor gets it up by it. Throw's dead. Shield Guardian. He's gonna keep attacking undelivered.
Don't forget Bane.
I will not. He'll do 2 fists.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bane not necessary. He misses anyways.
Quite heartily.
Sister Odell's gonna she's gonna go ahead and fly up. Back to 10 feet in the air. So Amoebas, if you want an opportunity attack, you may have it.
Oh, of course.
Do it.
Got
Undelivered will also. Undelivered misses. And you sadly also miss.
Of course. It's about the nature of the game right
now-
now.
now that she's 10 feet in the air, she's gonna go ahead and take her 2 stabs at the undelivered. I have so many character sheets at this point. I need to.
Got stacks on stacks.
No, actually, she's gonna use her healing touch to heal herself. Oops.
Oh no.
Secrets.
That is a lot of healing. To be fair.
Yes. All right, she heals herself for 20. And that'll be the end of her turn.
Good.
Amoebas, it's your turn.
I'm gonna do. Oh man, too many things take concentration. I'm gonna chuck up a sacred flame at her.
Okay.
Oh,
She'll do a dexterity save.
a whopping 1 damage.
Yeah, sadly.
Ah, there it is.
Does she have?
Okay.
Is Bane affect that? I guess. Oh well, she still fails. Never mind.
It would have done, but yeah, she did.
So as this radiant damage strikes her armor, it's actually absorbed by the armor, and she takes 0 damage. As she doth resist.
Even when
radiant.
Anubis hits, he doesn't hit.
She resists radiant damage, is what this endeavor's discovered.
She's my Gary Oak in every way.
Anything
Well,
else?
you don't have to feel as bad for missing that guiding bolt earlier.
That's true.
Anything else you're gonna do? Amoebas?
I can't really do much. No, I'm just keeping up. I want to keep up my concentration for Bane though. That's about it.
Yeah, that's fine. Undelivered still attacking her. Hey, he's got a nice critical. He does 10 fire damage to her.
What? Did I need to roll?
Oh, I'm sorry. You should have. Yeah.
Just
I'm just going crazy forgetting my own mechanics here.
Oh,
Okay.
That's a success. You control the undelivered this round. My bad. He does nothing of the sort.
It is so much pain. I will kill this sister.
And I'd like to jump in the air and grapple her.
Ali,
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, interesting.
Alibaba, is
Go
that
ahead
you?
and make. Go ahead and make a strength check because I don't think he has an athletic score per se. And she's going to contest you with also a strength check.
Whoa.
All right, the undelivered grapples her.
Let's
And-
bring you down to earth.
And I'll say you both fall to the ground.
Nice. I think
So-
I think also rules is written if a flying creature's speed drops to 0, they drop prone.
There you go. So she is prone in your arms, the undelivered.
In your
Um,
arms.
Well, I guess that would end his turn. Other than
I mean, you can move if you
You
want.
have movement. You can move up to half your movement speed, and the undelivered, I believe, does not provoke opportunity attacks. So
She
You
just
drag her-
laid
drag
in
her
your
around on the ground.
arms tonight.
so, let's see what this guy's speed is. 30 feet. So he already used some jumping in the air, I guess. But,
Just 5 foot.
Okay, so he's gonna move 25 feet to the south, and you kind of hear this voice almost.
Well, that's going to be
coming-
halved, so you can move 10 feet.
Okay.
Because they're,
Opportunity?
He's not-
they're
he's
the
not
same
large, is he?
size.
Oh, yeah.
Opportunity? Opportunity?
No, he's medium. No, because it's forced movement on her, and the undelivered does not take opportunity attacks. We'll say you're in the same space, but I'll just move her there.
So, like, as he's moving her, Alibaba whispers through the burning mouth of this demon,
Anubis, I think you should run away.
Uh,
I will try to give you some time.
Alibaba, that's you?
Yes,
What
I'm
is-
here for a little. I might lose consciousness.
My friend, what has happened to you?
I don't know. I think I'm dead.
No.
Nice.
Very well.
Yeah, the Sister Odell will hear you say this and go, no! And she'll command the shield guardian to attack Anubis.
Get on.
Oh.
This might
Um,
be it for our heroes.
so I'm gonna just do 1d4 because the other one would hit either way.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 3, 7. Does 17 hit?
Yes. No. It does
Okay.
not. It does not.
17 does not hit.
No, it
Okay.
does not.
So you take 12 thunder damage.
Okay.
No, it's thunder.
And-
Boom, not boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
Make that concentration check.
Yes.
What
Roll
is-
a concentration check.
What is that? Is
It's a
that
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's just a con. Okay.
You have to get 10 or better since it's 10 or half of whatever damage you took, whichever one is higher.
Success.
Nice. The Bane is still on.
Um,
You feel in charge.
Yeah, Sister Odell is going to start stabbing at the undelivered.
Did you guys get it? It was
Nice.
uh, mm, yeah, she's going to stab at the undelivered. That's what she'll do.
at disadvantage because prone.
You're not at disadvantage when you're prone.
You have disadvantage making
No, you just have advantage against you. You don't have disadvantage.
oh. Yeah, I think you might.
I think the condition is grappled, though.
That's true. But
But that doesn't impose disadvantage
yeah.
either. Actually,
the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls.
okay. I hate to say it, but there's actually a mechanic in place here where she does not.
Entirely fair.
It metagaming, she has a magic item.
That's
So 18 plus 17, 20, 3 plus 24.
Triangulate.
Is that 46 damage?
I wasn't keeping up with the math. That seems right.
Or 47?
30. More than that.
More than 47?
Yeah, I think it's 49.
49?
That's my real quick math. 27, 33.
2 nines are
41.
18.
I'm getting a
30.
completely different 59 maybe.
36. 44. 59?
Yeah, 59 was what I was
Yep.
getting.
All right, the undelivered. Doing poorly, shall we say.
Mhm.
Anubis, it is your turn.
Namubis nervously looks around the battlefield. The shield guardian. How
Yes.
does he look? Anubis looks at the shield guardian. Does he look?
Shield Guardian looks tops Blueby. The day he was born, he did not look better than he does right now.
All right. Anubis
he's
turns
been-
his
he's been-
gaze to Sister. How's she doing?
Sister is doing better than any person you've ever met in your life, but for her, she's a little bloodied.
And then I look past at Flame Boy.
The undelivered is an ember. He is
sputtering.
He is doing poorly.
You have hitched your train to the wrong proverbial wagon here.
So he kind of is wrestling with what Alibaba told him to do.
I'd recommend a disengage.
He looks past at the undelivered and tries to look in the flames for Alibaba and just says, "Thank you, friend. Thank you." And he's gonna disengage.
Yeah, the undelivered just says, "Who the hell are you?" In Infernal.
It's like tender moment is met with, "Who the hell are you?"
Yeah, he there's no recognition in his eyes. Yeah.
All right, and then can I use my full movement after that? I haven't ever used a disengage.
Yes.
All right, so I can go 30
Yeah,
feet.
disengage is just an action that essentially erases people's ability to do opportunity attacks.
Okay.
So you can do your full 30
And
feet after
Alright.
that.
fully move. Or fully move.
Ah.
So I think I'm gonna try to go past and out because it looks I could I could move out of I could move out of the ziggurat or whatever.
Ooh.
Cigarette.
I could, right? Because that's 20 feet where I'm at right now, and I can go 30.
Yeah, you have the movement for it, assuming there's nothing wild about the doorway.
Can I do that?
Yes. So the problem is the door has shut.
Ooh, has the door on the other side shut?
And there are no other doors that you see.
What is the other direction over here past the light? Can I see all that way?
It's just more ziggurat. There's solid walls all around except for the door you came in, which has those familiar 3 symbols on it. The triangular maze, the circular maze, and the rectangular maze.
So basically, it's an enclosed room, or does it look like it goes into more rooms? I guess what I'm
Yes,
seeing.
the only exit you see to this ziggurat is the door you came in, which has the 3 symbols on it, and straight up through the top, over 100 feet up, there is an opening in the top of the ziggurat where there's a blinding light coming down.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna disengage. I'm gonna move to the door, and I'm just gonna. Could I touch the door, or am I done, DM?
You may touch the door.
Okay, I'm just gonna touch it.
That's
See
an
if it-
item interaction if I've ever heard one.
The circular maze begins to glow a reddish color, and nothing else happens.
Okay. Oh, how are we gonna get out of this one, Amubis?
All right, wisdom saving throw from Alibaba.
Oof.
The undelivered
You've never been in less control.
is in control of his own actions. The undelivered will immediately snap around and look at Amovis, and in Infernal say something to you.
I don't speak
You
trash.
hear
Oof.
you hear a horrible hissing language that's like do you choose to respond in any particular way?
Do you happen to speak primordial? It's all I say back.
In Primordial?
In common.
In common. It just cocks its head to the side like a curious dog. And,
Did it gesture anything when it was saying that, or was it just hissing at me?
yes, actually, it has an outstretched palm.
That's like saying, "Do you speak French?" to somebody in Spain in English.
Exactly.
It has an outstretched palm.
Oh my gosh, really? Oh man.
Hmm?
This goes against everything Amovis believes in, but it's kind of desperate times right now. I've got low health. I don't want to go into some weird servants pact.
Just be asking for you to pray for him, you know.
Yeah, just lay hands on him.
He just wants a little prayer, Anubis.
A little touch. Okay. Sure. I'll do it. Against better judgment.
What will you do?
He's got an outstretched palm, right?
Yes.
Okay, I reach in to touch the palm.
All right. You feel a terrible burning under your skin as the undelivered enters your body.
Oh, great.
Getting nice and sucked up. All right. I'm gonna give you access to something in your inventory.
You greedily slurp up the remains of your friend's corpse.
You defy your god. All right, it's in your inventory now.
Did I really defy my god? Because that would be absolutely absurd.
I mean, he made a pact with the demon. I don't know.
Oh,
What to
jeez.
This is all his powers.
She commands the shield guardian to go attack you, Amubis, as you are the only thing standing at this point.
Only Torget.
Pew, pew. He is still baned, I believe.
So that will dip him below regardless.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I believe Amubis has chainmail shield for an 18 AC.
Yes.
Sister Odell will join the onslaught.
We're a couple of real AC'd out boys over here, except for
Yeah.
our warlock.
I thought you two would have it hand with all that AC.
I mean, there's only so much you can do. She also is Bane.
All right.
Yeah.
So
That'll
does
do it.
17 hit?
It is not.
17 does not hit.
Well done.
All right. So yeah, both of them will miss.
You can just
Amubis.
dash away now.
So
Does Caro still have a corpse over there?
What's that?
My corpse is still present. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's more like an empty suit of armor. Your corpse is totally gone.
Okay.
Oh,
No, Your body's gone. It's an empty suit of armor. It got incinerated by radiant damage.
That makes sense.
But Alibaba's body is just gone. There's no hint of where it might have gone. It was incinerated in the undelivered's rampage.
Not a bottle left.
Yeah, Mobus, you're
All right, so
rocking and rolling, pal.
the undelivered is now in my body, and it's getting really warm. Can I talk to him? Is he present?
No.
Huh?
But you want
Is
to
the undelivered here with us now?
No, you cannot speak with it. It is. You feel much like you did before, just a little warmer and a little antsier.
Did I get any sort of buffs when he entered?
Yes, it's in your inventory.
Yeah, I see that, but like he didn't help my HP or anything. What was the point of that?
You have the curse of the messenger. Like, it has certain things that goes with it. You don't take opportunity attacks. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, you
I
can
still
literally
have
sprint
9
away.
damage
How
left.
much do you want? It doesn't transform you into a freaking Tarrasque. Like, it's
But he's out of the
it
counter.
does certain things. It does certain things.
We are dead already, so I mean this is just give him the runaround for a minute.
Oh my gosh.
Just to assert dominance. Walk 60 feet away. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
That's
Never
That's
trust
what you
a
do.
demon. Never trust a demon. Okay.
those are really good benefits.
Ask, so it's,
Just flat out not taking opportunity attacks is badass.
you got to move on your turn to get that.
What's that?
To get the bonus, you got to move on your turn, right? You can't
Yeah.
just move around.
It has to be directly before you make an attack.
Okay. Can't just stack it up over like 10 turns and then
I know now most of our party knows what the Curse of the Messenger does, but
I still don't.
that's right.
I have vague inklings.
Horn shield.
My
I'm
boy
a lady.
You're attacking out here?
You're making an attack? Who were you aiming at?
I was aiming at.
Doesn't-
Doesn't really matter, but the lady.
Misses.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'll move because I have a cool new attack. I'm
Mm,
sure glad I made that deal. Pay it off.
You didn't know what it was. I mean, that's
Yeah.
life.
It's
you
true.
can't listen to those voices in your head.
Take the bad.
Last
and you
time I
take the
trust
minute.
Alibaba.
That's fair. He did kind of think it was a little bit out.
All right, this bro's gonna move and attack. Dos Fisties attacks.
15 does not hit.
It's gonna
18.
miss.
Yeah, okay.
With a bane in
It's
it.
it's still baned.
Oh, I didn't
Gotta
roll
get
my
better.
concentration for that. Sorry. I
Did
didn't
you
do
take
that.
damage?
Didn't take any damage.
No,
I don't think
didn't.
you took any damage.
No, I didn't take any damage.
So you're fine.
Cool.
You're
The
about to not be fine already.
Sista's gonna do 2 attacks.
Whoa!
Yeah, they're missing all over the place, bud.
He's living.
The
I wish
problem,
they would have done this a
problem
little bit
is,
more of this before.
problem is, I am too. So
I mean,
that's the issue.
Just go get Karos's armor and whack him with his armor.
yeah, get in my armor.
All right, this is going to the Guardian. Oh, come on! Oh,
Miss,
I mean, a +3 isn't really gonna get you there.
miss.
cool. I'm gonna move again. Make him keep moving. Move back to where I was.
Cardio in.
It's true.
Gotta walk the path.
Cool, they'll get their cardio in too.
It's true. I keep being like, I got to follow the path. I got.
For brevity, I'm just gonna move both of them.
There's one. Possible one more.
All right, so 1 guaranteed hit. You take 12 thunder damage and do a Constitution saving throw.
That takes you down, doesn't it?
I'm down.
Oh, okay. Well then, Sister Odell.
We'll get advantage.
One of them just does hit, right?
I have
Yeah.
to walk the path. Then he passes out.
So does he burst into flames?
No, he lost 2 saving throws, so go ahead and do a death saving throw.
See if you crit and pop back up immediately.
Right? Wouldn't
There's
that be
always a
wild?
chance. There's a 5% chance. Nope, definitely not that.
Not the way I'm rolling
That's a
tonight.
deck.
Does that mean he's just dead?
Yep.
Yeah, he's absolutely.
All right. So your vision fades as you feel your body start to burn, and you see the angered face of Sister Odell as she spits on your holy symbol as your
Oh,
vision
no.
fades out.
Oh,
That's right.
No.
Very, very weird.
What a bee.
So here's what happens next. All of you witnessed your own terrible demise and expect this to be the end. Some of you have faith that you would be honored beyond death. Some of you were perhaps agnostic or even atheistic and just assumed that your existence would stop. None of you were right. You come to in a dreamy stupor, an almost drunken state, as you see a terrible expanse of an astral plane before you. There are stars that seem to rush by you as you head towards a bright light. Beneath you, there's an energy that almost feels like wings of a giant bird escorting you towards some experience beyond. But as you progress, you start to see a dot in the distance that grows as you approach it. And as it grows larger and larger, you see that it's a figure. And each of you is completely alone in this state. And each of you sees a different figure, so we'll kind of do it in turn. But I will put all 3 up here, just for the viewer's sake. Here we go.
You want tokens? Oh.
I got tokens.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you can't see the nameplates on these either.
Indeed, no.
I'll get
They
them.
look really cool though.
Thank you.
Rashva.
I love the little bastion owl.
There we go. All right, so we'll just kind of go left to right here. Karos, before you see an Aarakocra woman. She has the appearance of a snowy owl with white feathers, and you recognize on her flowing cloaks the symbol of Ardrivenia, the god of your people.
Quick question
What's that?
about me.
Yes.
When I look down, what am I seeing?
You see a tremendous energy that resembles the wings of a giant bird that are very gently flapping and seem to be taking you forward. You can see your legs. It's as if you are weightless floating and you are in your armor. You're in sort of your perfect vision of yourself. So for you, that's fully in your armor.
Right on. Sweet. Thank you.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
So this Aarakocra woman says, "Hello there, dear. Are you another child of the Winged Mother?
Um, hello. Of a type. Yes. I'm sorry. Where am I? What's happening?
Oh, I don't know, but I think we're meant to have a talk. And we'll go ahead and switch over right now, just so we can get some introductions out on the others, and we'll come back around to that. Um, Amubis, before you see a human man. One of his eyes is normal, and the other is milky, as if blinded. He is in a battered suit of armor, which has kind of spikes on it, but as you can see, each set of spikes is accompanied by a half sun, so it gives the impression of sunrises all over his armor. And as you approach him in this plane, he goes, "Well met. Who are you then?"
Mubus, cleric for Uptow in the church.
Uptow. I never understood going for lesser gods. Why not go straight to the top? I am a servant of Lothander, the highest god in Faerun. Do you lack dedication? And we'll go ahead and hop over now. We'll come back around to that. Come back around. Alibaba, you see before you a very muscular dragonborn woman. She's got her back to you, which is hugely muscled. She has just rags of clothes on, and red scales. She turns and faces you and says, "You reek of weakness. Do you own anything that's not borrowed?"
Alibaba kind of looks around and looks for his flask. Is his flask on him?
It is, yes.
And I earned this. And he tries to just like go in the bottle if he can.
She extends her hand and says, "You've earned nothing." And in an instant, you're both completely naked. You have no armaments, you have
Oh,
no
no.
clothes, you have no items. The both of you are in space, just the two of you. We'll switch back to Karos. So Karos, you have this Aarakocra woman before you. She just said, "We're meant to have a talk."
That's all well and good. Have I died? Is this a Varial heaven? Have I been wrong?
Oh, this is no one's heaven, I'm quite sure. But I think, yes, we may have died. Do you fear death?
In the sense that mm, I'm quite curious about it. It's interesting. I'm in no rush, I would say. I fear it in that I fear any unpleasant experience. And I'll tell you, it was quite unpleasant.
Many types of growth are unpleasant, I think. Do you not have faith that the Winged Mother will carry you?
It's very possible, but I'm just not certain that I'm willing to devote the time and resources necessary, and honestly, for something that's a bit of a crapshoot. Why are we right when so many others have their own?
She kind of, but with a beak, so it's like a little bit more clicky than that.
Clucking?
Says, "I think you're mistaking faith with fellowship. The mother's followers are not her. When do you feel like you lost your connection?
Mm, there was a time when my father had me obey the laws and strictures and follow. Mm, I wouldn't say I ever had the sort of faith you were talking about, but when I was quite young, my father told me that it was my decision, and I decided to side with him against the world.
I think you'll find that in this place, as in all places, there are no sides. You see, the god who you would resist is a creator god, much like you. And you see visions of a very still world with still waters and still earths, plants that have no shape, creatures that have that are just blobs more or less, and then you see an eruption of winds. You see clouds form, rain and lightning and thunder. You see the earth shaped. You see mountains blown into form. You see oceans begin to lap. You see creatures grow ears and tails and fur and feathers. You see plants erupt in leaves as the world really takes color and takes shape. And then you find yourself back in the space with this Aarakocra woman and says, I think you're more in line with the Winged Mother than you may believe. And we'll bump over to one of the others now. We'll go back to Amubis. And the last thing that happened with you, Lee says, do you lack commitment?
I've committed my whole life to service of Uptow and the church. I've had commitment from when I was very young. Although he kind of pauses for a minute. I must admit, I faltered at the end of my life when I decided that a demon was better than my commitment of my lifetime to the service of the church.
He says, you faltered at the end? Beginning and middle, you think it matters in a place like this? And you witness your whole life simultaneously. You see every action you took kind of overlaid on top of each other. And like an image of many faces layered, where they take sort of a uniform shape as all the similarities line up and all the differences kind of fade away. You see a tapestry of your life, and you see this trend of almost convenience that was never apparent. And anyone would look at you and see you as devoted, and yet the devotion you took, you can't help but feeling now, was somewhat devotion to that which was easy or convenient to you. That you were in the church, you can use magic to save people. Why wouldn't you? Who wouldn't do that? But when it came to that sacrifice, you can't swear you always took the exact right path you should. And as you pull back out, this man says, You say you gave your life, but what is your life worth? You could have done so much more if only you'd had the metal. And we'll switch one over now. And we've got Alibaba before this woman, and now you're both stark naked. And she folds her arms in front of her in a very cocky sort of manner and says, What do you have now?
Alibaba's eyes are kind of darting around looking for an escape, some way out of this situation. Um, what do you mean? Who are you? Why am I here?
You are here because you are weak. You're nothing without others who have given you. Where is your pride? Where is your ferocity? Where is your faith in yourself?
Well, I have plenty of faith in myself. I do not believe one must take on all of the burdens of life alone.
At the end of the day, all you have is yourself. What if someone comes along and takes everything from you? Can you enact your revenge? Could you fight if emptied?
I feel pretty good about myself, all things considered.
You shouldn't.
If you say so.
And we'll go back to Karos before the Aarakocra woman.
I can't say I've seen this side of her. That's not really what's focused on creation, and any sort of creativity was always bounded. It was always purposeful. My father and I created like a wild storm, but my people drew within the line. I'm not certain that. How do you have this information about the Winged Mother that my people have apparently lost to time?
People are blinded by what is written, what is done, what is practiced. But did you ever stop to consider that you might be within her plan as well?
I can honestly say, not for a single moment.
Then they have succeeded in blinding you. Tell me now, in your last moments, can you say you have lacked faith?
Faith in particular things, yes. Faith in others, no. I didn't lack faith in entirety. I lacked faith in her and my people, in anything
And
but my hand.
she nods her head. And then we go to Anubis. And the human man says, can you now say that in your life you lacked dedication?
I cannot fully say that, no. It's easy to look back on things and analyze them, but the reality is it's over. My life is over, and those decisions were made. It's in the past. It's time to continue forward. But now that we're to the end, it's I don't know what is next. And he kind of looks around.
You in an instant you're flashed to another part of this spatial realm you see, and there's a bright sun, a blinding sun, like the sun of the planet you were once on. And you see the human man stare directly at it, and his one good eye begins to bubble and cloud over and says, if this were not the end, what would you do? Would you be more faithful next time?
Yes. You've shown me a great many things. And he like reflects a little bit on what he just saw and said, I definitely have more wisdom now to move forward.
Don't say it, do it! As his both his eyes begin to almost sizzle and bubble as he stares directly into the sun.
Is he kind of gesturing me to go that way? Does it seem like, because he's like,
He's just locked eyes on the sun. That's all he's doing.
okay, I start to lock eyes on the sun.
You feel your right eye begin to burn terribly. Do you continue staring?
Yes.
It continues burning, and we'll bump over to Alibaba. Can we?
Hello?
Yes. And she'll say, can you say that in your life you lacked independence?
I would say, I yes, I probably did lack independence, but what of it? What does it matter now?
Yes. Defy me. Defy all who would stop you. Let's see that fire burn. And all of you black out.
Nice.
And when you come to, you're in a very comfortable inn. You wake up in a soft wooden bed, warmly lit by candlelight. It's comfortable, it's warm, everything's wood. It's very cute. Nice B&B. Just the kind of place you'd want to be. But as you awake, you also feel a new power within. So, so yeah, I don't know if this is a good place to end the session.
It is DM because we're
Okay,
getting close
so
to time.
Cool. So I'll just go over some stuff.
Okay.
Kuros, you have gained Channel Divinity.
Whoa.
Have two Channel Divinity options. One is the
Okay.
Forge Cleric option, where I'm trying to remember the name of it. It is Artisan's Blessing. You can use a 1-hour ritual to basically make anything.
Nice.
The other ability is the Tempest Cleric ability to maximize thunder and lightning damage, destructive wrath.
Hell yeah.
You also
I-
gain
I get 2 uses of those, you said?
just one for now,
Okay, cool.
but the two options.
2 options, 1 use. Perfect.
You also gain the new Tasha's Cleric ability, where you can consume your Channel Divinity for spell slots. Alternatively, and then let me ask you: how, upon waking, how do you feel about your god personally? Just Kuros.
In a word, curious. I would like to
Curious.
know. I would like to know if what she said is true, and if this is a valid interpretation of. I think I cut off there. A valid interpretation of her will.
Nice. So what? Upon waking, the part of your armor that is your shield, I assume it's on one of your gauntlets.
Melee.
It now has an etching set into the metal. You know the symbol of Ardrifania to be a bird silhouetted against a cloud.
Mhm.
On your shield, it is a bird silhouetted against a gear.
Ooh.
So as of right now, it's just an etching, so it's subtle. You could, if someone was looking close, they'd notice it. If not, they wouldn't. And I know your armor is spellcasting focus, but in lieu of your armor, this would count as a spellcasting focus as well, and
Okay.
and any divine abilities would come from that.
Right on.
In addition to this,
Mhm.
you feel a strange itching in your wings.
Mm.
So you can do with that as you please. Because we didn't exactly discuss. I assumed you had some sort of vestigial stumps, more or less.
Yeah, they're sort of. I don't think we mentioned it on stream, but my wings are non-functional. I'm out of my armor now, right? Since, since I'm comfortable, I assume it's legal.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it'll be
it's more like, yeah, it doesn't lie on the ground. It stands up nicely like Iron Man's armor because it's very technical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my wings are
yeah,
sort of burned stumps with just like small amounts of like motion that they can do, which is not much.
Nice. So instead of the burned chicken wing stumps, like diseased parrot kind of look that you had going with your wings, they are still small and vestigial, but they are covered in white feathers. They're once again beautiful like wings ought to be.
Love.
And you can cast Featherfall on yourself at will. Only yourself at
Oh,
will
sweet.
using your wings.
Perfect.
Upgrades.
Yes.
All
right. Amubis. Upon waking, you feel a righteous fervor within you. You feel a fury,
Mm.
and you feel a power. You have the Divine Smite ability.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice.
You also have proficiency with martial weapons.
Nice.
And you look at your shield, and it has become a spiked shield.
Nice.
So where there was once a symbol of Ubtao, the circular maze, it is now half a circular maze, and the other half is a sun, with the rays being spikes of the spiked shield. So for you, it's a martial weapon, 1d6 piercing damage, and it will have the finesse property, so you can use your dexterity for it instead
Cool.
of your attack, because I know your strength is not so good. Also, one of your eyes has become milky. It can still see, but you are always aware of the position of the sun. You can, like when you stare at a light bulb, there is a floating, glowing sun that you can always see. Sometimes it may be in front of you, behind you, but whatever position the sun is in, you can always see it.
Cool.
And then Alibaba,
Yes.
you have the meta magic ability, and you have 3 sorcery points and 2 meta magic options. That you can choose which 2 you would like. That you can use at will. Also, on your forearms, some on your chest, a little bit on your neck, you have red scales. They almost blend in with your skin. They could be mistaken for freckles almost. But when you're not wearing armor, your AC is 13 plus your dex mod.
Okay.
Now
Awesome.
we are all Dexy boys. I mean, AC boys.
AC boys.
Yes.
What's up?
Do I feel any sort of presence of the undelivered?
No.
Okay. Cool. Just checking.
You feel no such presence. And so yeah, we'll just do a couple more minutes, finish role playing out this part because I think it'll end on a good spot. So all of you awaken comfortably in this house. Your belongings are neatly stashed and folded. Everything's clean and shiny. Your wounds have disappeared from your body. You're not as dead as you thought you might be. And of course, you're reborn with these new powers, it seems. So I'll say you're upstairs, each in your own room. What would you like to do?
I kind of pop out of bed, kind of freaked out, and look around.
Yeah, you're in a very simple room. There's a little wash basin. There's a little bed. There's a little wardrobe, coat hanger stuff. Your armor's here. Your brand new shield is here. It's lovely.
So Alibaba, he gets up and just immediately starts looking around his surroundings for the flask to see if he can find it.
It's right on a bedside table right next to you.
He kind of holds it and then
in a place of honor.
His heartbeat slows down as he realizes it's next to him, and then looks over himself. What is this rash? What? Oh, I feel great. And kind of pops out of the bed as well, and puts his gear on, I guess, and walks out the door.
Yeah,
No?
I would say Karos would methodically just check over his armor and then pop it on. And
Nice. So you all are y'all gonna head downstairs?
Yes. Do we run into each other in the hallway?
Yeah. There's your rooms all kind of like one on each side, one against the back wall. So you all sort of meet in the hallway. You can see that your friends that you maybe thought were dead are not so dead, or friends.
I,
You're kind of acquaintances. You're not super well.
I
No,
died
no.
first, so I actually have no idea that they also died.
Alibaba!
That's true.
Karas, I saw you both die. What great day this is.
Yes, it's quite comfortable here. How did we escape? What happened? Do you know?
I feel pretty good too. By the way, do any of you have scales on you? Just
No. Did you?
Okay. Just wondering. I seem to have grown scales. That's all I can tell.
I grew. Um, I was injured, and that seems to have repaired it. And it's a long standing injury that I've had. It seems to have been begun to heal in a way that it hasn't for a decade, or however long it's been. It's been like
So, do you feel like you need to walk a path? A little hot? You know,
no, I'm quite comfortable. It's a very lovely. Yeah.
I just
Yeah, I'll say none of you feel the presence of
I side eye
the unbeliever.
Alibaba and I go, no, I do not feel such feeling.
wonderful. Okay. Me either, by the way.
I should
Nice
hope
place.
So,
Shall we see if this place is still a part of the unbeaten path, and also if they have any food, because I'm hungry.
yes, one moment though. Did each of you experience something after you passed? And he kind of looks to see if you guys had similar experiences.
Yes, I'm not certain that ours were the same due to the fact that you're a holy man and I'm not, but I was. I will want to speak with you about your faith at some point. I did have an experience that made me second guess.
I did see something. Yes. I didn't like it very much.
Hmm.
Mine was perfectly pleasant.
Well, we will have much to discuss. But, as you say, Karas, let's eat.
So I'll head downstairs.
Yeah. As you head down the stairs, you see a lovely sitting room attached to a living room. Like I say, everything's wood. It's warm. It's all like a comfy cottage in the wood. And in front of the fire, there is a large armchair with its back to you. And you can tell that there is a figure sitting in this armchair. And you hear from out behind it, "Many merry messengers onto the path do tread. The mistress slaps them on the wrist and sends them all to bed. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" And a man pops out, a very small man with a very stiff smile, who just grins at you. And that's where we'll end the session.
Nice.
Hooray!
Man,
Cool.
Very cool.
Does he have a big backpack with several small masks?
Exactly. He might be based on a certain other character.
But for
That's-
copyright reasons, no, he's not.
No. Well, that is
Well, that was
awesome. That was great.
yeah,
Uh,
very cool.
thank you, PS Zombie and Putu Crew, for another good Monday night sesh. For all those on Twitch, if you're listening to this now or later, we thank you. We thank you for tuning in, the views. We appreciate you taking time to look us up. I just ask that you hit that reminder to hit that follow button. You can also find us on YouTube. We upload these videos usually by Thursday of this week. They'll be on our YouTube channel. We will also have stuff on our Facebook page coming up soon, and you can look us up also on our Discord server. So check us out. We are going to keep pumping these sessions out. PS Zombies Adventure is continuing to stimulate the masses, so we'll keep that going. And then we'll be doing some other stuff coming up soon too. So we'd love to hear from you. I apologize to everyone for not doing a Sunday night Fortnite. I got kind of distracted, and I think we all just took a break. So, but we'll get back onto that soon, and we'll definitely have more D&D next Monday. Anything else from you guys before we sign off?
No,
Nope.
sir.
Feeling good?
All right. Well, thank you guys, Twitch. Everybody stay happy and stay healthy. Have a good night.